Hey y'all!
Welcome to Cronkite Cut, where entertainment news is a cut above the rest. I'm Chancellor Johnson.
And I'm Kayla King-Sumner. This week we have some reviews for Rocky Horror Picture Show on Fox that just premiered this weekend, news about POTUS, and much more.
But first, here on Lady Gaga's new album, here's Helen.
Lady Gaga dropped her 5th studio album, Joanne, Friday, but some people are saying it already flopped. Despite the hype from her Little Monsters, the album is already getting mixed reviews. The icon single, Perfect Illusion, peaked at only 15th on the Billboard's Hot 100 and is getting dragged by artists like the Chainsmokers. Not that they really have much to say anyway. I wasn't crazy about the song because nothing can top Telephone, but I don't think it's fair to say the album is doomed just yet. But I guess we'll have to see how it goes. My favorite thing about buying physical albums is all the fun extras they come with, but I don't think I'll be buying Negativland's newest, The Chopping Channel. Along with the album, fans will also be receiving a plastic baggie with 2 grams of deceased members Don Joyce's ashes. The band came up with the idea as a way of productizing one of their own, and according to their official statement, they're, quote, pretty sure he would have wanted it this way. Would you want a literal piece of a band member? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm Hannah Nelson, back to you.
Thanks, Halibu. President Barack Obama and the First Lady, aka Melanin Goddess Michelle, hosted their final state dinner at the White House with Italy as the visiting country. As always, a ton of super cool celebs were invited, so we're about to go over the major highlights. Okay, first, can we talk about how amazing the First Lady looked in her Versace dress?
You know, you said it best. She's a melanin goddess. Her and President Obama shut it down. You know, I'm kind of sad to see them go now.
Me too. And speaking of melanin, I think it's really nice how we've been able to see so many wonderful and talented African Americans in the White House lately. They had Chance the Rapper at the state dinner, they had Frank Ocean, and they both brought their parents, so it was super nice. And can we talk about fashion on all of those?
Right, you know, speaking of fashion, Chance the Rapper, for the first time, I have seen him without a hat. That was pretty cool for me, you know, because he's always rocking it. But I thought it was really dope that he brought his, you know, he was able to bring his dad along, and Frank Ocean was able to bring his mom.
Absolutely, and they all looked wonderful. Obviously, our invitation got lost in the mail, but maybe next time. Now, the touring musical, The Sound of Music, has made its way to Arizona, and Melanie Abramoff got to sit down with a member of the cast and get the inside look. Check it out.
OSBORNE. Julia Osborne plays Sister Marguerite in the touring cast of The Sound of Music.
Our show opens with a group of women singing in Latin. And so there's something very grounding and very special about that, starting the show out in a quiet way with a group of beautiful voices.
Between performances at the Gamut, she was able to offer advice to ASU students during a masterclass.
You know, I think if you know you really want to do it, go for it. Do it, because as with this or anything that you really feel like you know you want to pursue, or you have a little fire burning within that says, go this way, try this thing out, follow those instincts, do those things. You know, these songs are such a part of people's past, of their childhood, whether they saw the original film or whether The Sound of Music was one of the things that they saw, one of the shows they saw early on. So it's basically a story of love and, you know, redemption, and how we all basically find our path, or how we find our dream, like in the lyric from Climb Every Mountain.
Find out more at thesoundofmusictour.com.
Thanks, Melanie. Now for news of another musical premiering this week, we go to Jason Gonzalez with the latest in TV.
Here's what's going on in the world of TV. First up is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. After 40 years since its theatrical release, the Rocky Horror Picture Show made a comeback on TV Thursday night. Fox released a remake of the cult classic, hoping to catch the attention of the many fans who fell in love with the original. For those of you who don't know what it's about a couple who wander into the castle of a transvestite who successfully creates the perfect man for himself. The original movie has tons of diehard fans who are hoping that Fox wouldn't mess this up. And the good news is, the remake wasn't that bad. I went on Twitter to see what fans were saying, and they were split. Some hated it, some loved it. One thing's for sure, the remake surpassed all expectations. Was it better than the original? No, that'd be pretty hard to pull off. But in my opinion, the remake did the original justice. What do you think? Tell us on our social media. In other news, if you're looking to get your zombie on, the season premiere of The Walking Dead is this Sunday. The show is currently on season 7, but the good news is the show has been renewed for season 8, which will contain the 100th episode of the series. That's all for me. I'm Jason Gonzalez. Back to you, Kaylin Chance.
Thanks, Jason. It's been a while since we've heard from the real Slim Shady. Eminem recently turned 45, and much to many fans' surprise, he dropped a 7-minute freestyle called Campaign Speech. I mean, it's all over the place, but Marshall Mathers gives us bars after bars and shows rap fans what we've missed. In it, he disses Trump and his supporters, books a jab at Vivica A. Fox on behalf of 50 Cent, and even gives First Take host Miley Kiram a shout-out. Kayla, the return of the great one. Your thoughts?
I think this track was really great in the fact that Eminem always has his own style.
Right.
He's in his own lane. He always has unique content. And what I really like about this track is he takes the time to talk about social issues that really matter at this point in time.
I think it's kind of like in Eminem's own way because he has like a quirky style of doing so, but he also announced an album on top of dropping the freestyle, so a lot of fans are really excited about that.
I know I'm excited. It's gonna be so dope.
Right, and there's also a lot going on in movies as well this week, and for that we head to Brandon and Will.
What's up, everyone? My name's Brandon.
And I'm Will.
And today we've got a couple of very interesting pieces of movie news for you guys. First off, a piece about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Now, at a recent fan event, J.K. Rowling said, basically, we might have a possibility of seeing Dumbledore in Fantastic Beasts. Will, what do you think about this news? Does it work? Does it make you feel jarring about it? What are your opinions?
Well, I gotta tell you, on the one hand, I love Michael Gambon and his portrayal of Dumbledore in the original Harry Potter movies, and it's important to know that he, on the red carpet, was talking to Express in the UK, and he mentioned that he would be totally willing to do it. He mentioned maybe even in a flashback he could play Dumbledore's father, because he knows he's a...
There's an idea, because again, it's 70 years before Harry Potter, so you can't cast Michael Gambon again. So there's a question...
We are confirmed that we will definitely see Dumbledore. They have someone playing a young Dumbledore who's apparently in a scene with Colin Farrell and Eddie Redmayne.
Which sounds awesome.
Really cool. We also possibly have Grindelwald. So gay scene with Dumbledore and Grindelwald?
I don't know if we'll see that, but...
Gay wizards, that's what I want.
But the other thing we want to move on to, you guys, is that Mike Mitchell, who of course directed the first Disney Channel Sky High. Do you remember Sky High with Kurt Russell and Daniel Pennebaker?
Come on, of course I do.
So apparently he was doing an interview with Hollywood Reporter talking about the 5th Shrek film, and while he was talking about the 5th Shrek film, he did say he was planning it, but very slightly he said, we're working on Sky High 2. Now, me personally, Sky High is one of those films that doesn't hold up totally well, but it's a lot of fun to look back on, and there were a lot of really cool elements about it. I think a sequel could really work, especially if you bring back Kurt Russell and Daniel Pennebaker. I think you could do something really interesting with that. What about you?
Shrek 5.
Shrek 5. You don't care about Sky High 2. You just want to talk about Shrek 5.
I love Sky High, but, do we really need another Shrek?
I mean, if Mike Myers is back, because Mike Myers hasn't been doing anything. We need Mike Myers back, people. Bring him back for Shrek 5, please.
Okay. All right.
So that's what's
more Shrek. Let's do it.
So that's what's going on. Fantastic Beasts, Shrek 5, Sky High, a lot of weird things. Let us know what you guys think about all those things down in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel in the process. So from all of us here at Concat, my name is Brandon.
I'm Will.
And we'll see you guys next time.
All right, that's it for this week. You can follow us on social media at Cronkite_cut for the latest in entertainment news and behind-the-scenes sneak peeks.
Thanks for watching Cronkite Cut, where entertainment news is a cut above the rest. I'm Chancellor Johnson.
And I'm Kayla King Sumner. See you next time.